Yantao, 1908 to 1998. From the previous videos of Yu You Ren, we know Liu Yantao, while working as the secretary of Yu You Ren, his main responsibility was helping Yu You Ren to compile, to publish and to edit the book of the Standard Cursive Script. However, from the two masterpieces showing in the beginning, we can see Liu Yantao's outstanding achievements in the arts. One of Yu You Ren's calligraphies talks about Liu's art. The title is Watching Liu Yantao Learn Painting. The poem says, Yantao learns from Shi Tao. He draws painting only when has feelings. Two Taos emerged in one work because today's Yantao learned from ancient Shi Tao. Therefore, Yantao's paintings show elegant artistic conceptions. The wars destroyed mountains, rivers and made many upside-down trees. The paintings through Yantao's eyes hint that he is missing his homeland in the central plains of Henan province. In his paintings, the towering mountains and shining rivers presented reasons. If you love Shi Tao, please move here, visiting the exhibition. The other one is my thoughts on watching Liu Yantao's painting of irises and orchids. The poem says, there are all green in the room of Xilon means irises and orchid. Tear marks showed in the Xilon painting. Since ancient times, painters have divided into by geography. A huge brush pen started at the Central Plains. Dream of the old battlefield of Tian Shan Mountain. A century of revenge on the frontier. If I had known earlier, I would have settled the world in one battle. I regretted that I did not make up my mind to have a battle. From these two poems, not only we can see their deep nostalgia between the two art masters, but also know that Mr. Yu You Ren thinks that Liu Yantao's paintings are almost comparable to Shi Tao's. The 52nd year of the Republic of China, it was November 8, 1963, Yu You Ren visited the ink landscapes exhibition of Brother Yan Tao. Photographed by Wu Chuanxiu at Zhongshan Hall, recorded by Yu Ren. From this calligraphy and this photo, we can see crowded people in Liu Yantao's painting exhibition. They warmly loved Liu's artworks. In addition, while Yu You Ren recorded the above event, he does not forget to name the photographer either. His attentiveness is evident from this. Let us share with you Liu Yantao's works. The inscription on the right picture means orchids born in the deep valley but with extremely long lives. It is a metaphor for one of the virtues of a gentleman. Yu You Ren also wrote the same calligraphy and gifted to Liu Yantao before. Therefore, we can say these two gentlemen think alike. The title of the left picture is Jian Zhu Guanhe. He went through many wars, walked through many mountains and rivers. His feet grew thick calluses for such long distance. However, he felt fortunate that he was still alive. Recalling the time when he was still having fun amidst hardships, which is, countless green mountains accompanied him along the way. Zhang Su Sun Yu. In the painting, an old man holding a cane in his hand is seeking secluded places in the mountains. The old man may be Liu himself. In December 1964, he made an extra long, with the size of 93 by 705 centimeters painting, titled of Memories of Mountain Mang. He misses his hometown of Gongyi County, Hunan Province as well as his mother and family. He draws the landscape of Mountain Mang based on his memory. The long poem inscription is really touching and tells the story of wars and the pain when leaving his hometown. Hanya Wan Shui. In January 1971, he writes poetry as the voice of his heart. He makes a painting as a poem. He was always obsessed with poetry and painting and did not like officialdom. Leisurely towards the clouds, in early summer of 1971, he is enthusiastic about poetry and painting, which bring him freedom of thinking. He likes to paddle a boat, alone and leisurely, towards the vast clouds and sky. Landscape and him, already integrated into one. Old pines at the bottom of streams. He saw an old pine tree with a dragon's posture at the bottom of the deep stream. He told the pine tree that he did not need to roar like wind and thunder. He will fly up to sky when time comes. In 1972, he made a bamboo painting. He paints this bamboo to symbolize a gentleman's integrity. He said he had no interest in fame and wealth in the world. When bamboo grows tall, looks like it will reach the clouds. Bamboo will whistle the chirping sound of a phoenix when the wind blows. On the left, bamboo and stone. The seal's inscription is to establish a heart for heaven and earth. This is one of the 4 famous quotes by Zheng Si, the famous Neo-Confucianists of the northern Song Dynasty. This seal indicates that Liu Yan Tao respects Zheng Si. Endless fragrance. In 1972, he used the ink left overnight to draw an orchid and rock painting. He thought of Elisa by Chu Yuan and Xian Shi by Zheng Si Xiao. The painting represents the endless fragrance created by these 2 books and these 2 great authors. An impromptu work with leftover scrap paper. Using a piece of leftover scrap paper, he paints with hills, trees, houses, clouds, a river, and sailor, all from his heart, becoming an attractive landscape. Silent stream. He strolls leisurely in the mountains, by the side of a stream flowing slowly and quiet. He is free from worry and pleased at heart, so he feels everywhere is paradise. When 64 years old, he has reached the realm of a paradise, with his continuous cultivating his moral character during his whole life. Yu Qing Xian Feng. He adopted the poem from Chu Yuan's Li Sa. It means that it does not matter if no one understands me if I maintain the true fragrance in my heart. Wei Wu de Xian on the left, it is a poem by Liu Yuxi of the Tang Dynasty. He writes the inscription on a humble studio. It says, "The mountain has a fame for an immortal life in it but not for its height. The pond has a spirit for there is a dragon in it but not for its depth. Even though this is a humble studio, as long as I have good moral character, I still enjoy it with the fragrance from my spirit." Liu uses the last verse to mean that although he lives in a small studio, his has strong will and ideological integrity, therefore, he enjoys his life very much. The left one, a gentleman admires it, always think good. I am not sure if they are 2 poems from the Ashi Jing, Book of Songs or not. Huan Zhu Zhu Shu Si Shi Xian. The bamboos surrounded the area shows new life in 4 seasons. Those ugly rocks and wildflowers also look friendly. Do not say that the green mountains will never talk. The breeze or wind and spring water both are the spokesperson of the mountain. Liu's inscription shows his appreciation for nature. No matter how beautiful or ugly the appearance is, all can appreciate its inner beauty. Do not think mountains can't talk. Both breeze in mountains and springs in valley are talking on behalf of mountains. In October 1973, he made a painting, titled Deep Secluded Valley with a seal's inscription which is also to create a heart for heaven and earth. Nice People, a painting he made in Taipei. He sees several homes on the side of the mountain. Green hills around homes and breeze with the flowers' fragrance. There are flowers that bloom all year round, so he thinks this is an excellent place to reside. It is also possible that he has nostalgia for the similar scenery of his hometown. Zai Pan Run Lao. In Leap April of 1974, he made this painting. We can see down the left bottom, next to the riverbank, there was an old man on crutches. He was looking at the distant mountains beyond the floating clouds with profound feelings. He seemed homesick again. Sit watching the mountain and spring. He painted this in his studio, named Ji Lu, at Yonghe, Taipei, in August 1974. In November 1975, he made another huge horizontal scroll of painting Shanju 2. It is a mountain-dwelling picture, with the size of 181 by 569 centimeters. The inscription is "To reside in a mountain is the best thing. In there, winter is warm and summer is cold. God cherishes the lonely poet living in the secluded mountain." So, there are bamboos growing freely, green vines and trees dropping down along the cliff. Flower fragrance filled up the air. The running streams are so clear to see the bottom, and they can reach the sea without any difficulties. Do not sigh for the pastime, owing to "I am old now, that is what I give you as my advice." Hinted that he is still looking forward to the bright future. At this time, except Liu Yantao's seal, he also added Yi De Tang, his studio name then, as well as "The universe is in one's hand and all things are born in one's heart." He has reached the point where everything is beautiful and reached the state of unity between his heart and the universe. Shanru Ji Tai Shui Qing Lu. In 1983, he drew this painting. The inscription means, "Under the steep, cliffy, and with deep black colors of mountains, there is a clear stream flowing through. Dark green trees and light green grasses. A lonely guest was still healthy when he mourned. Everything passing is like floating clouds." When Liu is at the age of 75, he made a sigh that everything is like floating clouds. Finally, in 1984, at the age of 76, Liu made a painting, titled Wang Chuan Qiu Shui. It means he awaits with great expectation. We can still see on the plains of the valley, an old man looking at the mountains in the distance. Misty clouds drifting in the mountains. If peeking out from the treetops, we can find several houses standing on the top of the mountains, and the river flows slowly under the valley. A small boat docks against the shore. Is it waiting for the old man to return home? Thanks to Ms. Liu Binbin, Liu Yantao's daughter. She authorizes me to use all precious pictures so that we can peek through small parts of his great achievements and pay our tribute to this Chinese giant, literati painter, Liu Yantao. In the next episode, I will continue to introduce Liu Yantao. Stay tuned.